Hi. Well, I've been for a bike ride with the old mates along this river, the Wandle, which I've painted many times. I've done this one in watercolour. Let's just angle that around a little bit. It doesn't reflect. Oh, it's fine. So it looks like a very rural location, but it's not, I can assure you. It's surrounded by urban development, council estates, all sorts of building. Along here is where we ride our bikes. And behind all these trees are factory estates and all sorts of... There's a park, big park here, which was Mitcham Rugby Club. I'm going to have a go at it in acrylic, probably in two parts. And at the outset I'll say that everything that can be said about landscape painting has already been said, done. Not by me or you maybe, but there's very little new in painting. And of course we can always do abstracts, and I've done abstracts. It's our paint, we do what we like with it. But I'm still drawn to good old landscape. So my technique at the moment, until I find out differently, or until I discover a better way, is to paint all the greenery in a very dark black red. So the red I use, as you know, is vermilion. It's a very good red. Well, all good reds. Ultramarine, burnt sienna, burnt umber, black, not a red. The two yellows, medium yellow and lemon yellow, ochre. And of course the red, the alizarin, if you use it. I don't always bother about that. So let's get a large brush and put in, oh dear, it's come up to here. Right, there we go. Right, okay, will I use a bit of medium? Yeah, I'll use a bit of this. This is a bit of dilute wood glue, PVA glue, which I can't get the lid off now because it's all stuck. No, I'll do that another time. Right, okay, bit of water. So, black and red. So we'll bung all this in. The shape. Plenty of red, there's not enough red in there. It really complements the greens, but this is quite a dark. So we come up here. We've got something coming up there. There's a bit of a distance there, and then coming round. Something like that. So let's just get that in. I was enjoying doing the reflections on David Thornberry's painting yesterday. That was quite a challenge, I can tell you, because of all the different stippling and I think the thing that I learnt quickly about all this, if you're painting on a fairly smooth surface like watercolour paper, well, this is a smooth one. That comes down there and coming round, sweeps round there. That's should have been. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll do the same with the reflections as well. Just bring those down here. That comes to there, and that comes down there. Is that when as you proceed, lost and found? As you put more and more richer paint on, and because this dries very quickly, it leaves a surface on the paper. So bits of impasto. I've just watched a wonderful programme on BBC. Andrew Marr, he's one of our BBC commentators, political commentators, has his own show on the politics show on Sunday mornings. I didn't know he was an artist, a very good artist. And the programme was on Churchill, Winston Churchill, who used to lose himself in painting. And you've got reflections down here. Bit of bank there with some frondy stuff. Metals. All sorts of reeds stuff. So nice reflections there. Right, okay. Now I'll put that brush in soak because I wanted some rougher brushes now. That's my basic painting. Good, isn't it? With that lovely pristine brush there. Just waiting to be ruined. Right. So, my basic greens are black, yellows and red. and blue, you can mix blue in with it as well. So then my basic colours, black, red, 2 yellows, probably 5 colours, maybe 6, maybe 7, who knows. But I want a tree-shaped brush to do the foliage. Marvellous, it's a marvellous documentary. Winston, I reckon, was a very, very fine painter of landscapes, but he had the contacts and the money to allow him to spend lots of time in Marrakesh, Morocco, south of France, painting. He never looked the poor painter, did he? Right, okay, so let's just go over with some nice reddy dark greens. Put the dark greens in. So just put it in. Don't go for any finish at this stage. Just go for putting paint on the support. Type paint that's very impressionist. If it's light, paint it light. If it's dark, paint it dark. And a little darker green than that. It's nice. So this shadowy green. A bit here. A bit in here. It gives you something to work against, putting the dark red or the reddy back. And all this lovely dark green in here. And some lights. See, the lights will show better on the dark surface. Now, because it's acrylic, it covers very, very quickly. So this is a bank coming down here. And down there. Good. Now I'll put a bit of white in with the yellow on that. So give me my bank. So we come in up here. Something like that. It's just a grey green. It's there. Okay, so that'll do for it. Let's keep it nice and the brush is nice and clean. Finish my tea. So I'm inspired by Churchill to do this something. He painted some beautiful high key paintings, of lovely paintings of Chartwell, of the goldfish pond he built himself. He was very good with his hands, was Churchill, quite bricklayer. It was a sort of counter to his high profile political life. Right, let's put in a bit of reflection here and a bit of sky. Just plain. It wasn't very bright today. It'd be quite a cool day for supposed to be summer. I've sullied my brush with a bit of ochre. And we'll paint a bit of a blue sky. Okay, so that'll give the bank, and we can put reflections in there. Alright, let's get there. And it comes round there, and we've got lovely darker grey, blue, bit of red, and a bit of black in there. Shortcuts of the grey, blue grey. Let's just come across here. If it's light, put it in light. If you start, put it in dark. And look at the nice grey greens reflecting under the bank here. Keep everything soft. Some light greens on here. More light on top of this bright white green. They're great going out with the old chaps. I'm the second oldest. So we range from 80 to 60. And we've been doing this bright white for 4 or 5 years now, give or take. Right, then we just slightly lighter green on there as it goes down the corner. These are lovely greens, these using black. Let's just get some dark green in there. Here comes this bank. Then I'll put some sky in a moment. Okay. Now we're going to cover a lot of that up with some sky. Let's get that one in there. Comes up there, down there. Bit of light behind there. So the light is sort of coming down that way. Right, get that brush and soap. Let's do some nice sky. Bit blue. We'll have a little bit of ochre in there. We come down. Oh, it's a bit dirty. Doesn't matter. Whatever we put on, we're going to change. Hardly blue, is it? It looks like a grey. But it's just a case of covering the paper at the moment. Lost and found around all those edges. It gives a much better impact when you paint down to the landscape rather than superimposed on top of the sky, which you would overlap. I used to do a lot like that, but I tend to prefer this. But then I'll go to paint landscape, paint sky, keep going over it, building up a surface. Don't let too round there. Over the edges, bit of light coming in. Although it's still heavily covered in leaves. We haven't got into autumn yet. Although the weather today feels like autumn. We've got quite cold hands on our bikes this morning. Us old chaps. You know, we're getting some paint on the surface here. It's still soft now. We can put a bit of white on the top of this, or light colour for clouds. See, it has a sort of an impact, but you've got to keep it all lovely and soft. And I can do that because the paint is dry. Fish. Right, okay, let's get in with some very, very light blue now. So it's not pure white, it's just a little bit of grey. Right, okay, that's simple enough. Now we'll put some in the water. That blue is darker than I got it. All the way across here. And it looks like we could just a touch of ochre in the bottom here. Right, well that's our basic painting. Right, let's work on some of these greens now. Some of that is a bit of paint probably. Okay, let's put in some nice light greens on top of all this. Bit of white as well. Just keep working at these things. Bit of white, bit of ochre. Just come down there, catching the light. Not really realistic grease, just a bit more black in there. Now that all merges there, so I might do this is closer than that actually. This goes behind. But it's all very close. Between there and there is probably no more than 150, 200 yards. But we have to make it look more. We have to give the illusion of depth. And a bit in there, a bit of light in there. Quite a lot of light actually. You've got a bit of white in that green. And then I'll put the darks back in a moment. Once I've done all this, you can keep going, lost and found, lost and found. Out there. That bit of dark there. I'll sort that out in a minute. This is really dark in here. But we've got the light catching on the tops of this. Going right down in there. And then that's coming down there. Right, let's go to the other side. Nice and light here. I'm going to paint it as it is, see what happens. The light on the right, and to the dark side. Now. Well, that's about as far as that goes. That comes quite low down there. There's a big tree, and there's a bit of a tree in front of that. That comes down there. And I'll put the darks in a minute. That's all dark green in there. Don't like the shape of that, but when I do the sky, I'll change it. Evoker, I think. It's still warming up here. Comes under there. Right, I've got a nice bit of dark coming in there. Down the bottom of this bank. I'll put a bit of red in that green. A bit of blue, a bit of red. A bit of yellow. More red. No, I'm just knocking out the palette. I can't show you what I'm doing all the time because I haven't got the luxury of somebody holding a camera and panning in and all that sort of stuff like that. I've got this dark, really good dark there, coming down, shadow of the back. Dark in there, behind that one, and we've got a bit of dark in there. So hopefully the lights and darks will give the shape of everything as well, what everything is. Now, I've got plenty of dark in that area there. Come down here, over the top there. And a little bit of dark in there. Right, and dark along this back here. And some dark in there. Nice warm dark. Red, black. Right, okay. Just add a bit of green to that there. Bit of reddy green, I think. In this corner, I'll exaggerate it, there's some reeds and stuff coming up here. A bit more dark. Nice and thick. Right, let's get in with these greens now. On here. Right, we've got a lot of dark here to give that shape, the deep shadow here. I know I'm painting to the camera, the photograph, which overexposes to, or makes the contrast greater, doesn't it? But as the paint dries, we can drag over it. Right, let's go, got some darks there. Big bodge of dark in there, come down there, just get that shape here. Right, I need to, it's looking a bit same intensity. But I need to paint that background lighter now. And give it, I don't want to paint it blue because it'll send it back too far and it won't be quite accurate. But I think I could safely go back over the sky now and put some more, let's clean the palette. It'd be nice to do this in one demo. But really it's an exercise of painting light against dark. And painting huge areas of green. Green is always a difficult colour to do, and the best thing is not to use a ready mix green, but to make your own, which is what I do. I was going to change this sheet of membrane, but I don't know, it's still going all right. So some nice blue. Now, as you come down on the horizon, the blue gets less intense. So this is where we want a heavier blues at the top. But I want it heavy enough to put a bit of very light blue over it, like that. I'll soften that in a minute. I'll just give a bit of a blend. Get that right down here now. Just get a bit of shape in that. That's what I mean about the impact around the edge, painting down to the landscape. There's some overhanging stuff as well. Bit of impasto here. Right, nice thick paint there. Oops. A bit of blue inside that, just to rather than I'm putting my blue back, but I'm shaping the white clouds. Instead of putting the white clouds on top, I'm painting around them with the blue. Whether that makes any difference ultimately, I don't know. Right, let's put in some more colour here. Blue. So that blue coming down from there. Across there. Right, okay, let's go back to the back to some reflections now, I think. No, I'll go to paint lighter greens there, I think. Mix a bit of blue in with that, I suppose. A bit of light coming down here. Okay. Shaping this here, there's like two trees in there, well, bushes, elderberries, elderberries. painting white, I'm trying to paint white so much I am. I'm trying. That comes over there. That and that comes over there. To this bank. Nice light there. And some here. Some darker green back in there. Get that. Oops. I'll keep turning the screen on. Give me a lot of grief now, this lovely little tab there. I think I'll confuse it so much and so many times that it's playing up now. Needs a good defragging. Right. Put that green in there now. Put that over there. And another right in there. Right, now I've got to get that to give that shape to here. And it comes over, it's quite round. And then dark in there. That's good, that shape's not good yet. There's another bit of tree there, the bush. And then come along there. Right, get dark my lights. There's some quite big trees on this, in this. Really have to enhance that a bit, I think, that line. There's a bit of a pig's ear at the moment. See what blue, red and yellow does. Gives a different sort of feel to it. No, I don't think I like that. I prefer the black. If I'm honest. Alright. That light needs to come. That light needs to come down into there a little bit. Paper's dry. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Got some nice greeny, green, not grey. This is all reflection of That comes to a point there, which leads me to think that there's a tree up there, and gives you giving that the shape. So that will come down. So that point needs to come over a little bit. Up. And then get the dark back. To there. Right, now I can put in this dark there, and over there now. That will sort of just jack up that a little bit. Okay. I'll go to the other side now, and I'll get the reflections of sort of a more grey-green. And then more yellowy. Okay. I'm just trying to paint what I see. So we've got this there. And we've got some of that reflected down here. So I need to put that in. Sort of a grey green. And then we get our light blue back. Or not so light blue. I'm just putting the lights where I'm guessing really, but oops, doing like that. I'll go over there. Right up there. I'm going to believe we're using the biggest brush possible. Nice light here to counter change around this shadowy sort of area here. Okay. Right, now I'll go back with some more of this colour there, but on the blue side I think. Bluey, too red. It's quite dark. And it takes that shape in there. I'll bring that point down again. into there a little bit, softening. And then, oops, the camera's going off again. Alright. Look at these lovely grey greens in this reflection here. Darker green, red and black, that one there, and then we got this. I'm only really putting in what is there. Oh, coming on. Right, now I want to put in those light greens back in here to reflect that. So just the yellow, it's sort of a grey yellow. That one coming underneath there. And that sort of shows the shape of that bank there. If you put in the lights and the dark, and just by sort of feathering the edges of all this, and just dragging some across, shows the ruffling as well, the movement in the river. It's not a huge amount of water at the moment, but it's still a very fast flower. I'm just doing that sort of stuff with it. And some more. Oops. Right, now we go back to that grey blue in here, and we get that shape in there. Really hunting for these lights. Right. So that comes down there. Right, I'll just get those bluey greeny. Right. Now more lights in under these trees in here. Oh, white, more white than that. there. Enhance that. Bit here, just nice and light, just catching the light through these. Bit more in there. Not quite. I can put some dark trees, some branches, some trunks and things. Let's get that shape in there. Nice and soft. I'll just go over a bit of grey blue. Wasn't going to, but got to try and show that distance somehow. Right, on the short, the last, well, we've got some details to put in, but okay. I'll do this bit here and see what happens. I'll do that with my large brush. With box easers, there's not a great deal of adjustment when the single leg is folded down. I'd like to lift it up about 3 inches, but I can't do it at the back without putting a block on under it. It's quite difficult. Of course I could stand up, couldn't I? But I like to sit down. Right, like green, yellowy green, black. Red. Right, let's get that in. Well, that's just some stuff here. Just duck some lumber in there, I think. No, I just made a mess. Black. I don't put too much out because the black dries so quick that it dries on the palette before I've had a chance to use it. Yet again, I had another inquiry about what ink do I use? I use whatever ink I can get hold of at the time. This stuff, I dilute the acrylic paint. It doesn't really matter. It's all waterproof. Once it's on, it's on. And as long as it dries waterproof, so you can go over it with paint, it doesn't dissolve, it's the right stuff. Oh, put those in there. And as I say so often, that I don't do the same way twice. I make it up as I go along. Let's get some red in there. Bit ochre. Don't know why, but the black I really wanted black and yellow and red. No detail, just dotted on, and the twigs that I put on will justify it. Did I drink my tea? No, I didn't drink my tea again. Right, detail now. We've got quite a bit of stuff coming up here. quite a few in here. Don't think there are too many more because it's so much. Well, some in here. None in there. It's just these aren't great trunk brushes. The bushes, they're elderflower. Well, so many leaves on them at the moment. This is where we want this sort of stuff here. Right, some in here. I'll put some lighter ones in there, but these have got like leaves hanging down. Right, okay, some up here. Plenty of water on your brush for these fine bits. Okay, and the lights. Yeah. That's a bit of detail. That doesn't exist, by the way. Just the foliage comes right down to the water. Well, I'll sign that and put it. I don't do any more to it. I was just so enthralled by the art program that I thought I had to go and do something. I wasn't going to paint today. I did quite a lot yesterday with those two videos. Right, okay, let's see what it looks like. That off. Oh dear. Right, there we are. Come up a bit more there. Oh, that'll do. Oh, there we are. Can I improve it any more? No, I don't really. Probably could do a little bit just to elaborate on that bank there. And it comes up there. Bit obvious, isn't it? That comes down there. There. And that greeny bit here, which is a reflection of what's above it. And then we've got the edge of it, which is here. There's a bit of reflection there. Right. Just bring that out a little bit here. That's supposed to be reflection. Now if I soften that edge with from that bluey colour. Well, I don't think I could get that much better than that. Soften it down. Right, well that's it. Sorry, I'm not going to paint any goldfish in it. Right, let's bring you round and we'll have a look, see what we've done. That might be just a little bit heavy there. Maybe we can just soften that a little bit. This is where we poke and prod. A bit of blue in there. Over this one. We'll just soften it. No, I'm not going to improve that. That's it. That's knowing when to stop. Any more would be too much. And I hope you like that one. I'll just come up a bit with the... Trying to get my camera dead straight is a bit hard. I don't know why it won't. Maybe that. No. I never seem to get this right. Sorry about that, but there you are. Let's zoom in. There's our background. Coming along the cycle right there. Overhanging trees. Just that nice, there's a nice little bit there. Nice lot of light coming through. But managed it in one session. Oops. So we let it go at that. I took this photo several weeks ago. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.